In this video, we'll demonstrate how to use requirement types, modules, and releases to structure and organize your project requirements. Requirement types, modules, and releases are metadata that get applied to your project requirements. For example, in this report, we can see a set of requirements organized by project name, the ID number associated with the requirement, the creator, the functional type, the module, the release the requirement is scheduled for, its current status, and its priority. Because requirement types, modules, and releases are metadata, we can run reports based on some set of those data elements. For example, perhaps we only want to see requirements that are of a particular module. For example, custom reports. We simply modify the report criteria, execute the report, and now we've got a subset of data that only applies to the particular module in our query. We can also narrow our report results by other metadata associated with the requirements, specifically release. Release is a name or a number that we give to a set of requirements that are scheduled for a particular date or time. Here in this report, we see only those requirements that apply to the Vancouver 1.0 release. And of course, we have requirements associated with a variety of different modules. So requirement types, modules, and releases enable you to logically group requirements to correspond with how your project is organized. And unlike simple folders, you can view and report on requirements in ways that work best for you. Next, let's take a closer look at how to create requirement types, modules, and releases. Within the Requirements tool, you can easily organize your requirements by type and module in a folder or parent-child structure. Creating and customizing requirement types and modules is simple. First, you can see here we have 3 requirement types: design, features, and use cases. To create a new requirements type, simply click on the N next to requirements and enter your new requirement type in the box provided. It instantly appears in your requirement type list. You can also add and edit requirement types from the Navigation tab. To edit a type, simply click on it, make the necessary changes, and click Save. You can also delete a requirement type by simply checking it and clicking on the Delete Type button. Requirement modules work in much the same way. To add a new requirements module or folder, simply click on the N next to the requirement type and enter the new module name. After saving it, it will appear along with other modules or folders under the requirement type. You can manage those module types in the Module tab, where you can edit an existing requirement module or simply delete one. You will always be prompted before permanently deleting either a type or a module. Releases and iterations are also managed in much the same way. From the Release and Iteration tab, you can select the new release link, enter the name of your new release, and if you choose, you can assign a release date. In addition to releases, for each release, you can create as many iterations as you choose. Again, simply fill out the boxes provided and save your new iterations. Thanks very much for tuning in, and if you have any questions, just visit our website at artifactsoftware.com.